Hey there, travel buddies and night owls. Welcome to my Bangkok exposé, where the pad thai is spicy, the tuk-tuk rides are wilder than a Guillermo monologue on tequila, and the secrets are juicier than a Kardashian family vacation. Over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deeper than a Thai scuba instructor with a mortgage payment due, into the heart of Bangkok. We're talking about those little-known facts, the kind that make you the hit of your next Zoom trivia night. So buckle up, grab your Chang beer or a Red Bull if you're feeling adventurous, and get ready to have your mind blown wider than a Bangkok traffic jam at rush hour. Trust me, by the time we're done, you'll know Bangkok better than that one friend who swears they found themselves on their gap year. And hey, if you learn a thing or two about Thai culture, history, or even just where to find the best mango sticky rice, well, that's just a bonus. Let's get into it. Alright folks, first up on our whirlwind tour of Bangkok's best-kept secrets is a doozy. You know how some cities have those cute little nicknames like the Big Apple or Sin City? Well, Bangkok decided to go overboard in the name department. Fasten your seatbelts because the actual, official, full name of Bangkok is, and I'm not kidding, you might want to take notes, Krung Thep Mahanakon, Aman Ratanakosin Mahinthara Ayuthaya Mahadilok, Fop Nopfarat, Ratchathani Burirom, Udom Rachaniwet Mahasathan Amun Fiman Awatan Sathit Sakatatya Witsanukam Prasit. Now try saying that 5 times fast after a singer beer. It's like they took every beautiful word in the Thai language and just threw it into a blender. But hey, at least it's descriptive, right? This mouthful of a name translates to something like the City of Angels, the Great City of Immortals, the Magnificent City of the 9 Gems, the Seat of the King, the City of Royal Palaces, the home of gods incarnate, erected by Vishvakarman at Indra's behest. Catchy, right? I think I'll stick to Bangkok for short. Alright, listen up, coin collectors and temple enthusiasts. I've got a fun fact that'll have you digging through your couch cushions faster than Guillermo after I tell him we're having tacos. Did you know that every single temple featured on Thai baht coins can be found right here in Bangkok? That's right, folks. Forget boring old presidents and dead guys in wigs. Thailand puts their most stunning temples, and trust me, these are architectural masterpieces, right there on their money. So, next time you're strolling through the streets of Bangkok, keep an eye out for Wat Frakayu on the 10 baht coin, Wat Arun Ratcha Wararam Ratcha Waramahawihan on the 5 baht coin. Try saying that 10 times fast. And Wat Benchamabuffit Dusitwanaram on the 50 satang coin. It's like a scavenger hunt through history, and the prize is, well, bragging rights and maybe some delicious street food. And hey, if you're feeling really ambitious, why not try to visit all the temples? It'll be a religious experience, even if the only god you worship is the almighty Baht. Okay, so you're thinking about a nice trip to Bangkok. You've packed your bags, you've got your phrase book, you've even downloaded Duolingo and tried to learn a little Thai. But have you packed your oven mitts? Because let me tell you, this city is hotter than Guillermo's dating life after he won that Emmy. We're talking officially the hottest city in the world by mean average temperature. It's not just a dry heat, it's not just a humid heat, it's like Mother Nature cranked the thermostat up to 11 and then decided to just stand there and blow a hairdryer in your face. Now, the average temperature in Bangkok hovers around a balmy 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Sounds nice, right? Wrong. That's the average. That means some days are cooler, and some days, well, let's just say you're going to want to bring a spray bottle and an extra large bottle of deodorant. The best time to visit, if you're not a fan of spontaneously combusting, is between November and early April, during their cool season. And by cool, I mean it only feels like you're standing in a very pleasant sauna. Alright, let's talk about respect. Specifically, the kind of respect you absolutely, positively have to show in Thailand. Or you might just find yourself in a sticky situation. It's a cultural cornerstone that you simply cannot ignore. See, before every movie, and I mean every movie, from Fast and Furious 17 Tokyo Drift Part 2 to Gone with the Wind sing-along showings, they play the King's Anthem. This isn't just a formality, it's a deeply ingrained tradition. And it's not one of those things where you can kind of pretend to stand up straight while you shovel popcorn in your face. No, this is serious business. Oh no, they dim the lights. They play this patriotic music video. And you better believe everybody in the theatre stands at attention. It's a moment of unity and respect. Even if you just climbed 3 flights of stairs to get to your seat and you're pretty sure your heart is going to explode. It's the law, folks. And it's a law that everyone follows without question. And while nobody's expecting you to belt out the words like you're auditioning for Thailand's Got Talent, you better show some respect. A simple gesture of standing can go a long way. This is a country that takes their monarchy seriously, and honestly, after the year we've had here in the States, maybe we could learn a thing or two about respecting our institutions. It's a lesson in national pride and unity. Of course, their king doesn't tweet out insults at celebrities at 3 a.m, but hey, you can't have everything. Different cultures, different norms. The point is, when in Thailand, do as the Thais do. Respect their customs and traditions. Stand up straight, try not to spill your popcorn, and enjoy the show. It's a small act that means a lot in the grand scheme of things. Okay, we've all heard about weird laws in other countries, like, did you know in Switzerland it's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m? Apparently, they really value their sleep. They take their quiet hours very seriously. But Thailand? Thailand takes the cake when it comes to laws that are just plain strange. For example, did you know it's illegal to leave your house without wearing underwear? I'm not sure how they enforce that one, or who would want to, but there you have it. It's one of those laws that makes you scratch your head. So if you're planning on rocking that breezy commando lifestyle on your vacation, you might want to pack an extra pair of skivvies, just to be safe. And here's another gem. It's illegal to drive a motorized vehicle bare-chested. Look, I'm all for some fresh air, but maybe keep your shirt on when you're behind the wheel. Safety first, right? It's distracting enough navigating the streets of Bangkok without having to worry about some guy's impressive pecs blinding you from the next lane. These laws, they're old. They're outdated. They're probably never enforced. But hey, they're good for a laugh, right? They make for some pretty interesting dinner conversation. Just imagine trying to explain to a Thai police officer why you felt the need to leave your house without your tighty-whities. That would be quite the story. It's the kind of story you can dine out on for years. Your friends will never let you live it down. Or, at least until the next commercial break. These quirky laws are part of what makes travel so fascinating. Alright, so you're strolling through Bangkok, enjoying some delicious street food, maybe a scorpion on a stick, who knows, you do you. And then, nature calls. You find a public restroom because even scorpion eaters have their limits, and bam, you see it, a third gender bathroom. Now, before you picture some crazy sci-fi toilet from the future, let me tell you, it's just a regular bathroom. But the sign? Oh, the sign is something else. It's got the usual male and female figures, but then, boom, a third figure that's like the love child of the two. It's all very progressive. Thailand, you see, is pretty awesome when it comes to acceptance. They've got a big heart for the LGBTQ+ community, and these third gender bathrooms are just one way they're showing it. It's all about inclusivity, folks. So, next time you're in Bangkok and you gotta go, remember there's a bathroom for everyone. Just look for the sign with the 3 amigos. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, maybe try the scorpion. You know how everyone in Thailand greets each other with Sadii? That little word has a surprisingly recent history. Before the 1930s, Thais were bowing and weighing all over the place. But then along came this professor, this linguistic rock star, and said, "We need a national greeting." And bam, Sadii was born. This professor, he wasn't messing around. He dug deep into the ancient Sanskrit language, found a word that basically meant well-being, sprinkled on some Thai magic, and voila, a greeting that's now more Thai than pad Thai itself. So next time you're in Thailand and you hit someone with a Sawadee krap or a Sawadee ka, remember you're channeling the spirit of this language maverick from the 1930s. He's like the Elvis of Thai greetings. And the best part? It's way easier to say than it looks. Just channel your inner Thai, put on your best smile and say Sawadee, see? Alright, let's talk about everyone's favourite energy drink, the one that gives you wings Red Bull. You might be surprised to learn that this little can of get up and go actually started its journey in the land of smiles. Back in the 1970s, there was this Thai businessman, Chaleo Yovidya, and he noticed that truck drivers were struggling to stay awake on long hauls. So, being the entrepreneurial genius that he was, he whipped up a drink called Krating Dang, which translates to Red Bull. Now, this wasn't your fancy sugar-free 8.4-ounce can of Red Bull. This was a bigger, bolder, sweeter version that would make your average energy drink look like a glass of warm milk. It was a hit with the truckers, let me tell you. Fast forward a few years, and an Austrian businessman named Dietrich Mateschitz stumbles upon this magical elixir. He teams up with Mr. Yovidya, they tweak the recipe a bit for Western tastes, and boom, Red Bull as we know it is born. The rest, as they say, is history. Or should I say herstory? All right, folks, buckle up because we're heading into the heart of Bangkok's Chinatown. And let me tell you, this place is like Disneyland for your senses. We're talking bustling markets, street food that'll make you want to slap your mama, in a good way of course, and enough red lanterns to light up the whole dang city. It's a visual feast that you won't forget. But here's the kicker. Chinatown is also home to the world's largest solid gold Buddha statue. You heard that right, solid gold. This isn't just any statue, it's a masterpiece of craftsmanship. This thing weighs in at a whopping 5.5 tons, which, if you're like me and can only picture things in terms of celebrity weight, is about the same as 77,000 hamsters. Imagine that. Now, this golden boy wasn't always on display, oh no. For centuries, it was cleverly disguised in plaster to protect it from looters. Can you imagine stumbling upon that during spring cleaning? What a surprise that would be. Talk about a valuable dust bunny. It's like finding treasure in your attic. Anyway, one day during a routine move, a little bit of the plaster chipped off, revealing the glimmering gold underneath. What a discovery. The rest, as they say, is history. This statue has become a symbol of cultural heritage. So if you're ever in Bangkok, do yourself a favour. Skip the overpriced souvenirs and go lay your eyes on this golden wonder. It'll blow your mind, and hey, you can even tell people you saw 77,000 hamsters worth of gold. It's a story worth sharing. Okay, history buffs, time for a little pop quiz. What do Thailand, Liberia and Ethiopia all have in common? No, it's not that they're all on my bucket list of places to crash a wedding, though they should be. The answer is they were the only countries in Asia and Africa to never be colonised by European powers. Now, Thailand's escape from colonisation was a real nail-biter, let me tell you. You see, back in the 19th century, when European powers were busy playing a global game of Risk, Thailand found itself smack dab in the middle of the action, surrounded by French and British colonies. But Thailand, under the leadership of the savvy King Rama V, played it smart. They embraced modernisation, adopted Western technology, and most importantly, they became masters of diplomacy. They basically played the French and the British off each other like a fiddle, convincing them that an independent Thailand was in their best interest. And guess what? Thailand managed to keep its independence, becoming a buffer state between the two colonial giants. So, next time you're enjoying the unique culture and independence of Thailand, raise a glass of Singha beer, of course, to King Rama V, the OG master strategist. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 things you probably didn't know about Bangkok. And let's be honest, you might not need to know them, but hey, who needs another cat video, right? We've journeyed through the city's hidden gems, from the world's longest city name, seriously, it's like a mouthful of alphabet soup, to the world's largest solid gold Buddha. We've explored bizarre laws, gender-fluid bathrooms, and the history of Red Bull, which, let's face it, is probably the most useful thing you learned today. But most importantly, we've discovered that Bangkok is a city full of surprises, a place where ancient traditions meet modern marvels, and where a simple greeting like Sadii has a story all its own. So the next time you're planning a trip, ditch the usual tourist traps and head to Bangkok. Trust me, this city will leave you speechless, or at the very least with a hankering for some delicious pad thai. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insider travel tips. and share your own Bangkok adventures in the comments below. Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next video. Until then, Sawadee from Bangkok.